just a quick note before I introduce our guest. Please, if you know of anyone who is depressed or contemplating suicide, they should know that help is available. You can reach out to New Central official handles on social media or the state government. Thank you. All right, let's discuss this really and get some further perspective. Social rehabilitation expert Dr. Oludare Marindoti and Initiator of Debt Freedom Hub, Gabriel, they join me now for this conversation. Gentlemen, thank you for being here. This is a very serious matter and it affects, I mean, the cadre of people that you would expect would know better or may not. For those who do not fully understand what this means, who exactly are loan sharks and how do they operate? Let me start with you, Dr. Marindoti.
Yeah, thank you very much. You know, I got introduced to this thing through some connects in Nigeria. I myself have also been victims of loan sharks because I have tried to help people pay back these loans whom I thought that, were legitimate loan until, when I saw that this loan was not ending and I was wondering, despite paying over ₦1 million, that, okay, let me see the record of what you borrowed. And then what I found out was that out of trying to borrow just 120,000, less than 120,000 naira to buy foodstuff, over 3 months, over 30 million naira had gone through the account of these people. So these loan sharks, you find them online, you download their apps, and they, lure you with easy disbursement of money. And then they also even put, because I actually investigated all the loan apps that sent this person money, and they also put there that their percentage rate is 0.01%. So you are assuming that you are borrowing a low interest loan on the ones that I investigated. But what they do is, assuming you borrow 100,000 naira, you ask for 100,000 naira, they will take 16,400 in account management fee, another 16,400 in service fee, and 8,200 in payment fee. So that's essentially taking 41%, 41,000. So you will not get 100,000 naira, you get 59,000 naira into your account. And then in 7 days, you are supposed to pay back 100,000 naira. If you don't pay it back, then they start adding interest. But so you think this is like maybe 41%, right? But no, it's not 41% because your interest rate is based on your principal. So if your principal is 59,000 and you are paying interest of 41,000, that is almost 70% interest rates. And I know for a fact that there's a case law in Nigeria, Akindele versus Merchant Bank in 1995, where a judge said that an interest rate of 48% is illegal. That is a case law. You can Google it. Anybody can Google it. So these loan sharks, by just even putting that 70% in a weak interest there, it is already illegal against our Nigerian law. And there's also a guide to charges for financial bank that CBN released in 2020 that anybody can Google and see. There is no fee that is more than 2% on those guides to charges. And if you are going to even charge fee, it's supposed to be on top of what I have borrowed. So the 100,000 naira is supposed to come to me, and then you charge me fee on top of it and then make me pay interest. But these people take this money. Now, I said 70% interest rates, right? But that is within a week. And interest is usually always calculated annually, annual percentage rate.
So if you try to... from the get-go, the whole scheme is to defraud already impoverished people. Just hold your thoughts, Doctor. Let's go on a short break, and when we come back, we'll continue with the conversation. Thank you for staying with us. Mr. Marvel, you heard the doctor, and my inference is that from the get-go, the intention is to defraud people who are already low on cash. Why do people, despite the experiences that has been shared over time, still turn to loan shark, knowing the risk?
Yes. First of all, I will always say that people have different reasons why they take loan from this loan shark. Primarily is because, number one, they give you loan without so much stress. There is nothing like come to the bank, no collateral, so the availability of urgent money, But at the end of the day, it becomes a bigger trap than the reason why people even go into it. So people tend to turn into these loan apps or these loan sharks simply because they are the ones that are available. And the loan shark themselves, they are prying on two things. Number one, they are prying of the unavailability and the slow process of loan with our commercial bank, unavailability of loans for SME, small market enterprises. And number two, the ignorance of Nigeria concerning the law that govern loans in general.
I want to stay with you and just ask, from what the doctor said, these people employ a lot of tactics to compel repayment of the loan. How does this continue to exist despite laws in this country, law enforcement? How do these people continue to go unchecked?
Okay. Number one, they do, first of all, the strength of these people doing this is that Nigerians don't know the law that govern loans and the do's and don'ts of this act. And because of this, the law act tend to pry on this because everybody is acting on fear. They feel if I'm owing loan, I've committed a criminal offense. And thereby these people can come to arrest me, these people can come to lock me up, these people can come to my house and fight me. Whereas, if they have such power, why are they not using it? They are not using it because they themselves are in clear violation of CBN law. They are clear violation of the Phobia Act. They are in clear violation of the Consumer Rights Policy. They are in clear violation of the MPRO, all violation. Now, why are there not, bodies to curb the excesses of these people? Number one, there is poor reporting. People feel what they are doing is legal, to call for their loan. If you follow my TikTok handle, PMG Global, you see where I made mention of people feel agreement is agreement. So somebody takes a loan, and let's say the loan is overcharged, because naturally a loan is not supposed to be outrageously higher than the CBN's loan standard. CBN give out loan to bank at 20. Currently now, July this month, last month, they give out loan at 27.50%, for MPRO. That means that's what they used to give loan to microfinance banks. So
at the heart of this is a lack of adequate knowledge for people. And to be fair, there are still people who are unable to access social media to get the value that comes with learning about some of these things. So, Doc, I'll just come with you in 30 seconds if you can. I'm going to spread the question between the two of you, 30 seconds each. Talk to us about how these people can better protect themselves and be aware, really.
For me, it is obvious that the government is not going to fight to uphold the laws, and that's my own opinion. So I believe that the only way all Nigerians can band together to defend themselves is to actually take this loan and not pay it back. Make them have non-performance loan, bankrupt them, give them elephantiasis, money outside, none inside. That is how you deprive them of the money to use to entrap another Nigeria. Because like it has been said, a loan is not a crime. If they have the powers, let them go and bring their police, bring their lawyer, bring their judge. Then you counter-sue them for defamation. You should collect their loan, bankrupt them. And that is the only way Nigerians can really protect themselves.
But not everybody has that emotional and psychological strength to withhold the pressure. Because I also have received messages from colleagues as way back as 10 years ago telling me how bad these people are. If these people know that these messages are being circulated, Mr. Marvel, I know the time is short, in 30 seconds, what sort of checks should people be looking out for if they must go for these loans, and how can they protect themselves?
Okay, primarily when they go for this loan, they should be very aware of the law, because the strength of these loan apps that are using is the overdue interest, daily overdue interest, which in CBN it is illegal. Overdue interest on late payment fee should not be more than 1% in an entire month. But these people charge compound interest daily. So when they know this, they go for loans, and then they can stand by the law and deal with them totally. Number two, never go for any app that is outside the Google Play Store, because those are the ones that doesn't use policy. Those are the ones that can contact your general contact and mess you up psychologically. Number three, if you actually need a loan, it is better to walk into a commercial bank and reach out to them, dialogue with them concerning your business, and get loan. Then lastly, a way to protect yourself, from harassment, if you have defaulted, send a disclaimer to your contact. Tell them to avoid any message that says that you are owing. And then anyone that defames you, anyone that threatens you, sue them.
Gentlemen, thank you very much for your insightful comments. We appreciate your time.